It. For more on this, I want to bring in California Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell, who sits on the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, great to see you. What do you make of the former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's request for this immunity in exchange for testifying?
Good to see you, Casey. Generally, innocent people don't ask for immunity, and I have prosecuted homicide cases in the past where I've had to use immunity, and I would never do it in any criminal case without asking the witness or the defendant, what do you know? And right now, he has not offered to us what he is willing to say, and so to give blanket immunity without knowing much more, I think, would be very irresponsible of any committee investigating this.
Congressman, the ranking member, Adam Schiff, is currently, from what we can tell, at the Executive Office building, taking a look at some of this intelligence that Devin Nunes saw, and then obviously went out, dropped that kind of bombshell press conference on all of us last week. He, though, says that he has some concerns about not having the proper staff to actually pore over these documents. Do you think he made the right call going over there? Is the White House doing what they need to do?
I think Adam Schiff should have been able to go over there a week ago when Devin Nunes went over there, and I think he would prefer that his colleagues on the Intelligence Committee, Republicans and Democrats, were there with him. But actually, if we take a step back, Casey, it shouldn't even be viewed there. So Devin Nunes really obstructed this investigation by going over to the White House, where the president's campaign right now is under criminal and counterintelligence investigation. So there should have been a bright line that no one should cross by talking to witnesses in an investigation. And right now, I think we have nothing more than an asterisk on our House investigation.
Can you update us a little bit on the status of the investigation? Clearly, it ground to something of a standstill over all of this back and forth this week. But there seemed to be some progress. On Friday, the ranking member said that you may have compiled a witness list that could be ready to go. Is that underway? Do you know who you want to talk to?
Yeah, we're charging forward on this investigative road, whether we have a chairman who wants to join us or not. So we're reviewing documents this week, going out to the agencies. We'll continue to invite witnesses to update us. But we need public hearings, and we need to have the hearing with Sally Yates and former directors Clapper and Brennan. I think that'd be a next very good step.
Congressman, I'm being told that we have a new interview, actually, from the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Devin Nunes, who talked to a local station in his Fresno district of California. Let's take a look at that and then talk about it.
You understand we're not going to get into sources and methods. I mean, if not, who's going to ever come to our committee? But I can tell you that those reports are mostly wrong. Mostly wrong. I mean, this is something that I've known about for a very long time. From people who were not affiliated at all with the White House or anybody there. The challenge was finding a place to be able to view this information, to be able to get my hands on this information. So I think what's in those stories is there's a lot of innuendo. There were people that probably knew about this, knew about me being there, but the fact of the matter is that doesn't make them the source of my information.
So just to recap here, if I'm tracking all of the various things that the chairman has said over the past week, he says that those stories, it seems he's alluding to the New York Times story, calling it mostly wrong, and also says he's known about the existence of these documents for a very long time and not from people in the White House. What's your reaction to that, Congressman?
He has made himself too close to this investigation to be independent. He's essentially a witness now. And to hear him say he's known about this for a very long time, I think makes it worse. That means that he thought about having this information, he deliberated, and he chose not to involve other members of the committee, and he chose to go and work with the White House. That makes it worse, Casey. I think this investigation is bigger than one person. It's about our democracy being attacked. He would do us all a service and bring back independence, credibility, and progress to the committee if he recused himself.
Congressman Eric Swalwell, member of the House Intelligence Committee, thank you so much for taking the time.
My pleasure.